Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad ajjal faraj. What is the difference between miracle, Karamah, and magic? Inshallah, we'll try to address this question today in our video. In our first lecture, we talked about the definition of Quran al-Kareem, Quran al-Majid, and we said it is a word of Allah, not a word, not a speech, not a discourse of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it is a miracle that has been revealed to the heart of the righteous Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So today we'll talk about this characteristic in this video, and we'll try to know what is the difference between miracle, Karamah, and magic. Quran is a miracle of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There is no doubt about it. Prophet has been blessed with a lot of miracles. Some scholars say it to be more than 4,000 miracles. The unique miracle out of all those is the miracle of Quran al-Kareem, Quran al-Majid. How Quran is a unique miracle? Number one, it is the intellectual miracle as compared to the other tangible miracles. All the other miracles that was blessed to all the other prophets were the tangible miracles, whereas Quran is an intellectual miracle. Number two, usually the effectiveness of the tangible miracles is on the eyewitnesses or the people of the time, whereas Quran is not bound by time or geographical considerations, is as effective in this time period as it was in the time period of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now let's see what is the difference between miracle, Karamah, and magic. First, we have to know how scholars have defined miracle. Scholars define miracle as amrun khariqun lil aada maqrunun bit tahaddi wa bid da'wa an-nubuwah aw al-imama ma'a adam al-mu'arada. It's an extraordinary act. It's an out of the ordinary act, event, or thing that transcends the laws of nature, associated with challenge and with the claim of prophethood or imamat with no opposition. Now, that's why we see miracle is something that is eventualized by someone who is Hujjatullah, authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on his creations, whether he be a prophet or an imam. So a miracle can't be associated with prophets only. Miracles are credentials of our imams too, as they also are Hujjatullah, authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the creations. The first characteristic of the definition of miracle is that it's amrun khariqun lil aada. It's an extraordinary act, event, or a thing that defies, that transcends the laws of nature. So a miracle contradicts the universal laws, but does not contradict rationale. It does not contradict logic or mind. So, for instance, in logic, two contradictories are neither affirmed nor neglected. And existence can't be a human and a non-human at the same time. Yeah? Or it can't be, an existent can't be a white or a non-white at the same time. So such two attributes can't coexist in one single existence. Such logical arguments aren't defied by miracles. Miracles defy natural laws. So it may defy, for instance, laws of gravity. It may defy, for instance, law of motion. and so on. So, for instance, levitation, hovering of objects, splitting things can be, I'm not saying they are, can be miracles because they defy nature, and they don't defy rationale, they don't defy logic or mind. The second characteristic of the definition of miracle is that مقرون بالتحدي, associated with challenge. Meaning, a prophet declares he's a prophet, and it is said to him that you're not a prophet until you come up with a miracle. So then he's blessed with miracles like splitting of the moon or revelation of Quran al-Kareem. So a miracle is eventualized only when the Hujjatullah, the authority of Allah, is challenged by the people. The third characteristic is وَبِدَعْوَ النَّبُوَّةِ أَوْ الْإِمَامَةِ, associated with the claim of prophethood or the claim of imamat. He has to be a claimant of prophethood or imamat. First, this miracle is the proof of the truth of the claim of imamat or prophethood. Secondly, he should declare that this miracle is the proof of the truth of his claim. The fourth characteristic is ma'adam al-mu'arada, with no opposition. It doesn't mean that no one opposes the one who comes up with the miracle. No, it means that no one can abrogate, no one can annul the miracle. So if it is abrogated, if it is annulled by someone, it means it's not a miracle, or maybe it's a magic or something else. So miracles should always remain unchallenged and undefeated. Now let's try to see what is the definition of Karamah and how Karamah is different than miracle. Karamah is hibatun, hiya hibatun min Allah azza wa jal, ma maqruna بالتحدي وبدعوى النبوة أو الإمامة. It's a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is not associated with challenge and with the claim of prophethood or imamat. So, for instance, if a person prays for himself or some other person and his prayers are listened, it would be called Karamah and not miracle. There is no challenge here, there is no claim of prophethood here, there is no claim of imamat here like there was in miracle. That's why a lot of events, a lot of things in the lives of imams that are actually called miracle are not actually miracle, they are Karamah. Why? Because miracle is always associated with challenge. If someone challenges imam, and then what imam would show is called miracle, and if there is no challenge, then it's a Karamah. So the prophets and imams did miracles and Karamahs both, whereas the common people and nas, they can't be blessed with anything but Karamah. That's the definition and the characteristics of Karamah. Now let's come to magic and let's see how magic is different from miracle and Karamah. First, magic is most of the times not magic but tricks. So it's not an out of the ordinary act or event, and it does not transcend the laws of nature. It's just an illusion that tricks you into believing something beyond reality. That's why the magicians in the time of Prophet Musa alayhi salam were one of the first ones who believed in Prophet Musa, who believed in Allah, because they knew that it's not magic. Secondly, a prophet or an imam can perform miracle anytime during his lifetime, but a magician's acts are limited and are not contrary to the laws of nature. Like we said, a miracle has to be contrary to the laws of nature and not contrary to mind, logic, or rationale. The third thing in magic is that a magic or a trick can be opposed, it can be nullified, it can be abrogated by some other human, but a miracle can't be nullified, it can't be abrogated at all in the lifetime of Imam or even after that. Number 4 point is that miracle creates positive impact. It increases the iman of people. But magic has no positivity, it's for evil purposes, and it creates a negative impact on the people. So this is the difference between miracle, karamah, and magic, and it's very important to know, or it's very important to differentiate magic from miracle and karamah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.